All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today's video is starting off with an extension cord. So got an extension cord plugged in there. It goes around to the side and it's gonna go underneath my garage door because I am running out of power in my garage. We already talked about this in previous videos, and I am building a garage in the backyard, which, you know what, let me walk you back there and show you where we're at with it. Figure I can I'll talk to you guys while we're walking back there. But I don't have any additional power in my garage. Anytime I try to add anything or turn anything extra on, I kick a breaker, which no big deal. My house does have some extra circuits, and I was thinking about tapping into like the kitchen circuit and running an extension cord through the house, but the wife wasn't feeling that. We have family coming over, so can't really do that. But I remembered my porch has a circuit, its own 15 amp circuit, just to basically run a light, and then I have a camera plugged in over there. So I ran that extension cord around, and we're going to use a little bit of that power because I need to plug some stuff in and run some miners. All right, guys, so here is my concrete slab. Obviously there's no building here yet. It keeps raining. Like we get maybe a day or two of sunshine, and then it rains again, so that keeps pushing the schedule back on them coming out to install the building. Luckily, they said it's only going to take about a day to get up. They'll come here, they'll slap it up. It's not a big building for them. It's going to be 2 garage doors and a man walk-in door on the back, and I'm going to do the mining setup on the back side, so that way I can still pull a car in and use basically one bay for working on cars and stuff. But that's a little garage update. Now let's go into my attached garage and get some stuff up and running, because I've been down on Mega Hash for way too long. Mining is still way too good for me not to be running stuff, and it's just killing me. It is absolutely killing me. All right, let's go. All right, now that we're inside, this is the extension cord I ran to the front porch around underneath the garage. I have this plugged in right here, and it goes to a little power tower, little surge protector thing, and I'm gonna plug into there, and I think I'm gonna set them up right here, so I'm gonna move those boxes. All right, so I am moving these Dell laptops in there. I did have these running in one of the other rooms, but they put off a little bit of heat, and in the summertime with a pregnant wife, I'm gonna keep her happy and try to keep it all in one spot. All right, so we got those Dell laptops plugged in. If you're not familiar with those, I've done a video on them. They get about 34, almost 35 mega hash a piece. Those are all plugged in down to here, and this is plugged in right here. I went ahead and put a kilowatt meter on it. They're just idling, and 140 watts, give or take. So I'm gonna go get those things up and running and optimize them and see what 3 of those is gonna pull for wattage. All right, guys, so I'm on the computer now, and I'm going to be remoting in and actually getting everything up and mining. So here's the first laptop. We'll go ahead and fire up NB Miner. Okay, there's the second laptop. That one's not connecting for some reason, so I'll go and make sure it did connect to Wi-Fi in there. And here's the third laptop. And start ETH main. So those should all fire up and start running on Ethereum, and they should do, mine typically do 34.4 or 0.5 mega hash, so just a touch under 35 mega hash, which in today's market, let's see what that's actually making. We'll go down to Ethereum, and we'll go to 34.4, and the power on these is actually about 140 on the wattage. I did a video on that also. So calculate that out. They make $2.11 a day, and after power, they profit about $1.77 a day. Nowhere near like it was, you know, a month ago, but they're still making money, and yeah, I'm gonna let them run. So that one's at 34.5. This one should be spooling up here in a second. These do have RX 5600, the mobile version, RX 5600 graphics cards in them. I can actually get the, that one did, come on. I can get the CPU to mine also, and I think I'm gonna end up doing that because these do have 6-core Ryzen 5s in them. So I'm gonna go back in there and check on and see what's going on with this one and make sure we can get them all up and running. And I'd like to see the power usage on all 3 of these. Oh, I also did want to set the screen screensaver on, or sorry, display settings. Change brightness level. Display. Advanced display settings. Or do I actually just screen off? Screensaver? No, I ain't no screensaver. So in this, change resolution. Huh, I'm not sure. Power and sleep. Oh, there we go. Okay, so screen on battery, turn power off, or turn off screen after, we'll say like 10 minutes, and then when plugged in, we're gonna say 1 minute, because we want the screen to go off like pretty much immediately while it's plugged in, and that'll save about anywhere from 5 to 10 watts on each one of these things. So screen. It wasn't in the brightness. Oh, power and sleep. There we go. So we'll go like 10 minutes, and then when plugged in, we'll say just 1 minute. And I've been running it, my other one, the one that actually won't come online, with the screen off like this for a while now, and I've had no issues so far. Well, now it won't actually connect, but I'm gonna make sure. I think that's probably a Wi-Fi issue. I will be right back. Alrighty, so we should be able to log into it now. When I moved it, it cut off and it just didn't hook back up to the Wi-Fi. So no issues now. We'll go ahead and see if she's hashing. I clicked on it in there to start hashing. There we go. Okay, so 34.4. And yeah, she is good to go. And I have this one set as the same to turn the screen off after 1 minute, so it saves battery power, or sorry, saves power from the wall. When I was in there, it was doing 430 watts for all three of these through that surge protector with the screens on. So I'm going to give it a second, and I'm going to go back in there and see what our final power draw is just for the GPUs. The CPUs are not doing anything, not at least yet. I'm looking at some CPU stuff like Monero Ocean and stuff for doing some other kind of mining, but that's a whole nother video. We'll see what kind of profitability these little laptops are giving me here in a second. So just bear with me and I'll be right back. All right, guys. Well, I ran into a new issue and I made the mistake of updating one of my laptops. And when I updated it, and now it has this smart shift right here, and basically it borrows power from the GPU to go to the CPU, and what it equals is it'll start mining at 34 mega hash and then powers down to 21 mega hash. So I'm gonna need to reinstall Windows and install the original. Well, actually, I'm gonna try the driver first, installing the older driver, or trying to roll back to the older driver. But yeah, that kind of stinks. So my other laptops have an update. I am definitely not doing that because I guess this saves battery power, but we don't care about the battery power. It's plugged in. Yeah, so that kind of derailed the rest of this video, but it is up and running. I'm only getting like 21 to 22 mega hash, and it's bouncing up and down. The GPU is running significantly cooler. It's only 66, 67 degrees, but that's because it's only giving it like, oh, it doesn't even say in here. It's running at like 55 to 60 watts, so it's not giving it enough wattage, so it can't clock up, and it can't actually mine at its full speed. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and end this video. Thanks for watching, guys. A little bit of behind the scenes. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. Adios.